James E. Hughes, Jr., Family Wealth: Keeping It in the Family, How Family Members and Their Advisors Preserve Human, Intellectual, and Financial Assets for Generations. Dive into the world of long-lasting family wealth and the importance of preserving it for generations in James E. Hughes Jr.'s book, Family Wealth: Keeping It in the Family. The book captures the essence of family businesses and the vital role that succession plays in their continuity and success. Through the exploration of different forms of capital, intellectual, human, and financial, this book's summary underlines that a family's investment in human and intellectual capital is as crucial as its financial capital. Hughes provides insights, examples, and strategies for wealth preservation, effective governance, and long-term decision-making, all culminating in helping families build a lasting legacy.
The importance of succession planning in a family business. A new CEO's most crucial responsibility is to groom their successor. This is especially important in family businesses, as the ability to thrive in the long run comes down to effective succession planning. From shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in just 3 generations is a common warning in the succession planning business, emphasizing that poor governance or bad succession can quickly cause a family to lose its fortune. Families must understand that they are a business, with the goal of enhancing the quality of their family members' lives through mutual success. Succession planning is critical to the long-term viability of any business, and financial success alone cannot make up for poor succession planning. As the saying goes, a failure to plan means you're planning to fail. The 3 stages of wealth preservation. This book's summary explains the 3-stage process of wealth preservation and the key factors that can help families maintain their financial status for generations. The first generation works hard to provide for their family, while the second generation achieves financial success and high society status. However, the third generation, born into luxury, tends to be lazy and wasteful, leading to a loss of family wealth. The author argues that to preserve wealth, families must focus on developing intellectual and human capital, in addition to financial capital. They must also create a system of governance for decision-making that prioritizes positive decisions over negative ones. Finally, families must understand that wealth preservation is a dynamic process that requires ongoing effort and wise stewardship to avoid the adage of shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 3 generations. The importance of long-term thinking in wealth preservation. Families often underestimate the time needed to successfully preserve wealth and focus on short-term financial goals that can be counterproductive. The key to preserving wealth is to adopt a long-term view, with 1 generation being the minimum time frame, considering 20 years as short-term, 50 years as mid-range, and 100 years as long-term. Short-term thinking can lead to taking unnecessary risks that are unacceptable in the long run. A family business has an advantage in being patient and can take opportunities that are unavailable to other investors with shorter-term strategies. The success of long-term thinking is exemplified by investors such as Warren Buffett and Philip Carret. For a family to preserve its wealth, it must continually increase it, with no laurels to rest on. In addition, investing in developing the intellectual capital of future family leaders is essential in maintaining family wealth over time. Qualitative measures over quantitative measures. The importance of focusing on qualitative measures instead of quantitative measures in the context of family business is highlighted in this book's summary. The family's quality of life should be the primary reason for accumulating wealth, not just for financial performance. Families that assume every member will be a wealth creator are fooling themselves. Human and intellectual capital are constantly changing, and it is crucial to evaluate each family member's qualitative balance sheet. This helps to determine if each member is happy, productive, and thriving. It also highlights the importance of a harmonious relationship between family leaders and followers, providing the opportunity for individual family members to exit the business if they choose to do so, and ensuring that family leaders are meeting their responsibilities for every individual's pursuit of happiness. By doing so, the family balance sheet can be complete, and the likelihood of the family succeeding in business and life increases. Preserving family wealth. Wealth preservation requires hard work, a shared social contract, and representative governance. Families sometimes fail to preserve their wealth due to a lack of understanding of the challenging process, and by not telling the stories that form the foundation of their success. Family stories connect members and define the shared values that guide governance decisions. To preserve wealth, a family must create a social compact that reflects their values and establishes a decision-making structure. The system should balance adaptability with stability and be amended as necessary. Mission statement for a family. Establishing a shared mission statement is essential for every family to attain long-term success and preserve financial wealth. This can be accomplished by asking stimulating questions that inspire family members to discover their shared values. Some of these questions may include determining critical values, envisaging the family in 20 years, identifying historical events, and sharing life advice. However, advisors should remind family members not to become fixated on specific outcomes. Instead, they should remain open-minded and respect the group's decision-making process. Establishing a family bank can also promote growth and development while preserving financial wealth. By following proper lending procedures and offering low-interest loans, family members can have access to resources that are not available commercially. Ultimately, this approach encourages the intellectual and financial growth of individual members while working toward the goal of long-term success. Preserving multi-generational wealth. Discover the secrets of multi-generational wealth preservation from the Rockefeller family. By creating a governance structure with shared values, the family has successfully maintained their wealth for over a century. They meet annually to discuss unique concerns and provide opportunities for family members to pursue their passions. Through this approach, they have maximized their human and intellectual capital. Learn how to make the best wealth-preserving decisions and prioritize family happiness. Don't waste time, make the most of your family's assets and legacy.
James E. Hughes Jr. successfully reminds readers in his book Family Wealth Keeping It in the Family, that for families to preserve their wealth for generations, they must prioritize fostering human, intellectual, and financial capital. By utilizing long-term perspectives, developing a shared mission statement, and establishing an effective governance structure, families can overcome the odds against continuous wealth preservation. Readers should take these practical lessons and introspections back to their families to help them build a stronger foundation for their long-term legacy. Remember, a strong, successful family business thrives on its ability to innovate and adapt with each new generation.